All right, welcome back. Welcome back. So today I am testing Nasdaq, and I'm going to show you how I backtest. So y'all don't call me fucking cheaters. But anyways, Okay, before the video starts, I am trading in the 4-hour time frame with a trend line strategy that I learned from Tory Trades. And also I know it says that I've already made a trade in the Nasdaq, but it's just one trade. I'm literally just starting. All right, enjoy. So yeah, when making a trend line, make sure your point A's connect to your point B's. Even though we do have a trend line break, it is kind of high risk just because we don't have a safety line, and this is all-time high. On top of that, we have a bunch of lines we can make. To be honest, I need to get better at the support and resistance lines because I feel like I'm just mapping shit out. But I did this just because price had a hard time, passing this. Also here, mm, I'm not really convinced this is a break, so I'm just gonna play. I do it 1 hour. Oh yeah, I did place a trade. I've actually bought here just because it broke this SR line, and I had a line here thinking it will continue up. So I was kind of testing riding the trend, but I stopped out here just because it passed this. Um, but yeah, let's see what happens. So, mm, right now it did pass the SR line, but the thing is, I don't like really steep. I don't know. Would you consider this steep? Let's see if it's a week worth of data. Thursday. Yeah, it's definitely a work week of data. I mean, we could enter, but the thing is, it is a high risk. I could make a, I could make a safety line kind of like this, but this is so steep. You know what I mean? I think I sometimes the best trade is not to take a trade. That's what I learned. So we're just gonna chillax. Oh God, I missed out. Okay, so it did pass this. It did pass this, but now it's kind of hmm. So it did pass this, but now it's done this. So I kind of want to wait and see a little bit what happens. If it passed this, then maybe I can go for a short for sure. But let's see where price has been. I think I might want to put like a SR line around here. Look left to trade right. Keep it playing, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just didn't have a good feeling. I guess I could have made small profit, but that's not what I'm into. Wait, pause, pause, pause. Okay. Now from here we fix everything because is doo doo. Yep. So now, right now I don't see anything. It looks like price has been staying on here and here in between this. We've got a new point B, maybe? No, we do not. Alright, so hopefully we can get another touch point here. And what I would want to do is do this. Okay. Now, this broke. What do we have? We got mobile, we got multiple touch points. We got okay, I don't want to go that far back, but we got one, somewhat two, three, four. Okay. Here, good trend line. Not really A plus setup just because safety line is kind of far. Um, what we can do is we could see this. SR line, we could set our stop loss here. But what I'm gonna do is do one contract. Actually, not yet, because I see I actually want it to get past under this right here. See this? These. If it goes down like right here, I'll right away. So let's kind of slow it down. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait for the close maybe. Okay, here. Let's see prices here. Let's see what happens when it closes. Okay, so it closed here. I think I'm gonna sell. This is looking good. And yeah, like I said, we'll set my stop loss right at this SR line. And hopefully we get a new point B so we can make a better safety line. Yeah, let's go back to the 1 hour. And let's play. Okay, so now that it's actually done this, I really think price will have a hard time maybe around here. Just because here. So what I want to do is actually, I can either take profit here or I'll set, yeah, it's tough. I think do something like this and set my stop loss like maybe right above these candles right here. All right, let's see. Okay, stop loss executed. We made profit. I don't know what happened over there. What this thing happened? What is this? Is this a Sunday or something? What? I don't know, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing we had this, and it's a good thing we had our stop loss. Um, yeah, so far we're in profit. So we do have another break. It is a two touch point, but it is a week's worth of data. Hmm. Safety line is hella far. This is a high risk. Unless you want to put your stop loss like right here. I don't trust it, so we're gonna skip this one. Yeah, yes, I got moved here, but yeah, I just now it's double. Yeesh. Skip the bus. Yep, that's nothing. I went way too often. Well, what I could do is since it broke this SR line, and I kind of have a downward trend, I could ride it, but I'm not confident in that strategy, so we'll just keep going. It's a good thing we didn't keep going. Okay. But yeah, there's no trades here. Like high risk. This is not really a touch point. All right. We have a touch point break. One touch point, two touch point. There's a two touch point break. We have an SR line. It also consolidated here, so we also don't have a safety line, which is kind of risky. Here's the next one. I think it'll, if it passes here, I'll keep going down. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, we could. Fuck it, we're going to. Reason being is because I could set my stop loss right here. And I'll be risking 400. Or I could set it up at this SR line, which I could play like, or give some wiggle room. Let's see what happens. Okay. Now do I take profit? I mean, definitely the here's definitely the roof. I think I'll do one more at this point. If I see this, and here's a roof, I think I'll just take profit, to be honest. So here is where I'll take profit. Woof, woof. What is going on with the Nasdaq? Okay, we've got a break. We got one touch point, two touch point, somewhat of a third. And this is, let's see, this is looking good. The only thing I'm worried about is this area right here. And we don't have a safety line, but I could use this support and resistance. So, fuck it, why not? Let's see how much we're risking, even with a little bit of wiggle room. So 171. All right. Let's see what happens. Oof. What the fuck is this? This is a Sunday? How does price just magically jump up? Okay, whatever's. Whatever's, man. It's a trend line. So this is a good trend line. Do I ride it though? Is the question. Actually, I want to try. I'm gonna practice right here. I'm gonna ride it. We're going to follow this. And we'll set our stop loss right here. Riding this safety line. Okay. Okay, so let's take profit. Right, be patient. Right. Let's go back. One candle, two candles, imagine. But I think we'll be patient. We'll be patient. Yeah, so my stop loss would probably be here. Maybe let's give it some wiggle room actually. Since it's close to the SR line right here. Yeah, sorry guys, my cat decided to just like make random noises. But yeah, we're gonna put our stop loss at the SR line. Give some wiggle room at that safety line. Oh my goodness. Do you see that? Okay. Look, it's a good thing we gave some wiggle room. SR line, support resistance. Yeah, yeah. And now we can kind of put like a new SR line somewhere around here. Just because price is like consolidating. We're starting to consolidate. I like not consolidating. Oh my. Oh, I see a red candle. Fuck it. We made enough already. Let's close it out. Fuck it. Okay. So what I've learned too is if price action slowly like creeps up to the trend line, most likely it's going to bounce off the trend. But if it kind of moves to it aggressively, it's a good trend break. But if it breaks too aggressively, like a really big line or something, you gotta be careful. Yeah, so we are entered with a break. SR line right here. This is a really good trend line. There's multiple data. Um, yeah, past the line, kind of high risk just because this, but I think I want to do two contracts. Remember, if I do two, I can't go back to one. I have to stay at two for the rest of the challenge. Sorry, my laptop is not charging, I think. Anyways, we'll do this and I'll charge it. Even though it's high risk, I want to put my stop loss maybe right here, right next to the SR line, maybe give it some wiggle room. And let's move on to the next hour. Boom, this happens. Oh, that's good actually, but it did stop at this SR line. So I'm gonna just wait for the next one. So I'm gonna press once. Okay. Break again. Oh, this looks like a reversal to be honest. Yeah, the fact that I did have that, I think I'm just gonna put my stop loss at this SR. See this line right here? I'm just gonna put it right above, give it some move room. No. Yes. Keep going down, please. What? We got stopped out. Oh well. Now we adjust. Okay, we are presented with another break, but it stopped at this SR level, so I don't trust it. Now I trust it. But it's crazy. Let's go back one. I could have entered, but I was scared of this. But I think, um, not this. I think in 1 hour is too fast. But if I was watching it like for 10 minutes straight, let's go every 10 minutes. So every time I click, it'll be 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I think realistically, about here, I would enter. Because this is still a good trend line. The thing is, we don't have a safety line, but we could use this as our stop loss. So we could go short, put this right here, and let's just see what happens. Oh, wait, okay, I think it's gonna come back up, to be honest. Yeesh. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if it moves aggressively like this, it's like, it's dangerous. I don't know what's gonna happen. I haven't tested out too much. Let's just adjust these. I want to get out of this area, to be honest. Ooh, what the helly? What the helly? What? Yeah, let's not. Alright, we're presented with a break actually, with multiple touch points, weeks worth of data, more than a week. It's not in the SR zones. I actually buy here, but it's a high risk. And it moved aggressively. Don't trust it. Do I trust it? Fuck it, we're buying. And we're setting our stop loss at SR line, just below it. Oh my, I lost for no reason. What is this market? Nasdaq, what the hell? Oh, I could trade for the bounce. What I could do is ride it. Oh yeah, I have to charge my laptop. Shit. So yeah, I respected this trend line quite a bit, to be honest. So let me suggest that. I think I want to ride this. I'm gonna put 3 contracts. No, fuck it, we're going five, boys. This is for content. Going five. I want to set our stop loss. Alrighty. Fuck it. Let it rip. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. What the? We're trolling. Why did I do it for content? I was just chilling. Well, looks like we gotta make it back. Oh my god, and I set the number to 5. Is this gonna be my first loss? This was such a good one. I would literally, if this happened, I would have entered, but I was too busy like chilling. So I won't cheat. I won't cheat. But realistically, if I saw this and this broke, I would have entered like somewhere around here. Thank for all of this, but whatever's. Fuck. Let me just see. What I could do is I could ride this one. Let's wait for it to retest. Hey, okay. Okay, so we're presented with a break. We have an SR line here. Is this even a good SR line? No, it's not. That's a long time ago. Don't need that. But it is consolidating here. So let's actually go to the 10 minutes so I don't like get random ass changes. Okay, yeah, so right about here, I think I'd sell. We would have to make like a somehow lower risk. We could do something like that. Or even right here, you see this? This is where I'd put it. Stop loss right above here. I don't even got that much in my account. Oh my lord. Alright, let's go. Oh wait, back to the okay, no, let's stay on 10 minutes. Let's watch price closely. Alright, what Hey, so at this point, oh, that was an accident. At this point, I could either make a steeper line or I could trail it. Okay, let's you can just put it like right here, right at the top of the wick of this. To be honest, I need to make my money back, so I think I'm gonna just take profit. Or should I wait for Canada to close? Fuck that. What Nasdaq? I don't know why. It's just like. So I'm gonna close it actually. And let's see what happens. We got another break, but I don't trust it. I don't know. My gut's telling me I don't trust it just because that touch point is like nowhere to be found, and also we don't really have much of a. It is a pretty high risk. Yep, not doing that one. I do have to adjust this now. Question is, if it breaks this downward line. All right, so it kind of reached. It did this, so which is pretty good. It is kind of high risk, but I might want to put my stop loss like right here. It is a two touch point, and I think the next price to overcome is probably here. But I think it should be fine to be honest. All right, let's buy. Let's stop loss right here. See what happens. Yeah, see how price is like here. I think we can wait a bit, see what happens. I'm hoping for a pullback up. All right, so it passed this line, like this invisible SR line right here. So I think it could actually go up. So what I can do here is actually make a new safety line and put my stop loss like right here. All right, let's see what happens next. Okay, let's go to the roof. We'll pass it. Oh my, how do I stop? Yeah, we'll pass it. I could just take profit here actually, because it has a hard time passing this. And I do not want it for it to come back down and back up. If anything, I could always just buy here and keep going, but I think I'm gonna take profit here. All right, let's just our lines. Yeah, price just did not want to pass it. So we are presented with another break. One, two, three. But we still have this one, so I want to wait. And we also have this little area, I think, where it had a hard time. So I'm not confident. What the hell was that? Yeah, so that's the reason why I wasn't confident. As you can see, it literally just did nothing. Okay, price did this. It broke this line right here, past this, and this line is mostly like a thing where price had a hard time going down, and it kept going up and down and up, and it finally passed down here. But this is not really, I would say, a roof. I think this is more of like if you're coming down. So I think it's safe to actually buy here. Piece. First regard safety line is kind of a bad time. But we have price down. Price is high risk. We price out here and breaking this. This is right here. Fuck it. We're doing it. It's for content, boys. Okay. Stop loss right here. Let's delete the yellow line. Alright, let's see what happens. Well, not a good start. Not a good start. Oh wait, let me change this to 1 hour. Yeah, like I said, this wasn't really a place where price had a hard time like going up. It had a hard time going down from it. So now here's I could trail it. Like right here. See my stop loss? I put it like right here. Give it a little bit of I'll put it here. I'll give it a little bit of wiggle room. Is this gonna be a new? It's consolidating. I think you'll pass it. I think it will. Yep. No. No. Oh my goodness. Okay. Price did this bullshit. And I think I might want to just take profit here, to be honest. Because I don't want to risk it going down here anymore. Top of that, price had a hard time breaking this. So who's to say that if it comes back down and then up, it'll have the same problem. So I think I might just take profit. Are you finally gonna pass up? No. Oh, we go. Pause, 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 pause. What are you doing? Help. All right. It broke structure. Let's delete this. We kind of got multiple touch points. Yeah, multiple touch points. Um, Safety line. We can make an amazing safety line. Well, it is kind of too steep for my taste, but fuck it, boys. This is for content. We're getting contracts. I don't know if that's a lot, but fine. Setting our stop loss right here. See this? Or consolidated? Just a little bit below that. I think this is too steep. We're risking 3K. Okay. Uh, to be honest, if this happened to me, what I would have done is if I saw this, I think I would just close it. Wait for the next opportunity. Because that was doo doo. Fuck. Now I did 10. And you know me. If I start with 10, I cannot go lower anymore. My next trade has to be 10 contracts. That's the challenge. All right, now let's look for a better setup. Oh god, my goodness. If I was patient. If I was patient. Fear of missing out. Like, look at this. This is where our stop loss was. Gave it some wiggle room because of here, right? I based it based on this. Gave this some wiggle room. Boom, came back up and then looked disgusting. Whatever. So we have a new trend line. Multiple data, multiple touch points too. Did pass this. I don't know if it's gonna pass this. Let's see if it does. Okay, a new candle started here. Maybe a little bit more. Yep. So are we buying? Yeah, we can buy. Fuck it. It's for content. Stop loss. We'll follow this. We'll follow this right here. We'll follow the safety line this time. All right, let's see what happens. Let it rip. Oh my god. Let it rip. Okay, now here we do the move called the chopper. We literally grab the stop loss. We trail it. We fucking trail it. We'll put it here for now. Because 3K is a lot. And we'll match up this SR line. Come on, keep going up. Okay, do we give it wiggle room? I think so. Or should we follow this? That's the hardest part. I don't know. Let's just keep watching price. One more. Okay. Okay, at this point, it's getting closer to our safety line, so I'll give it a little bit more wiggle room. Okay, I gotta stop that. Whatever. So we have a break, but I think it's pretty steep. I want to be. I'm not convinced. Let me skip a little bit more. Yeah, I thought so. So the reason why I didn't is because I wanted it to close below this. But it didn't. Okay, we'll go back up. So we did this. It closed below this. Even if it closed below this, I wouldn't enter just because we do have this SR line. See how price went up, came back down, had a hard time passing this line. So I do want to wait for it to pass this. If it does, I might enter. And it's a good thing I didn't enter. We are presented with another break. Sorry, it's like 2 in the morning right now. It's the morning. Um, we're presented with another break. But the thing is, I'm not confident. Like it literally is just consolidating in between these two. Like it's okay. So here I wasn't sure. I think even here I wasn't sure just because of we got here, here, here. But right now it's looking good. All right, let's. This is looking good. I'm gonna sell. Let's see what happens. Oh, stop loss. Yeah, my stop loss would actually. It is a pretty high risk to even put your stop loss here, but I would have put it at a place where price had a hard time, like when it goes up. Like for example, it went up, flat, went up, flat. So we can follow this one up, flat. We gotta just put it like right here. Just because this is so high risk that I don't want to risk that much. So let's keep playing. Oh, ew. What a monstrous move. To be honest, when it did this, I should have trailed it here. Like if you go back in time, this is where my initial stop loss would have been. If it did this move, I should have brought my stop loss here. But like I said, no cheating. I missed it. My fault. So we're gonna put it like back here. So after I see this, what should I do? Because to be honest, it's probably gonna make its way back up. Let me see if I put this right here. Yeah, I, yeah, I could just close that right now. To be honest, I don't want to risk this much. Yeah, I think we close here because right now it's so unpredictable. I don't. It could either just go like this, it go up, or just go down. Let's just wait. Yeah, it's a good thing I closed. presented with another break. 2 touch bar break. Don't trust it. Hey, yo, 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 yo. So we were presented with another break. 2 previous break, but it is coming up on this all-time high. Not sure what is going to happen. I could make another, yeah, something like this. Thing is, it is kind of a low risk. With this coming up, I think it's not gonna pass it. We'll see. Okay, if it passes this shit, why not? Okay, closed right here. Yep, we're buying. We're just putting our stop loss right at the safety line right here. All right, let's see what happens. Hands off the laptop. Chilling. Come on, respect that trend line, baby. Oh yeah, I should be trailing this safety line right here. Give it some wiggle room. So price has a hard time breaking here. But what we learned is I don't know where. I think it's here somewhere where it was like flat, but we should have stayed in because it just went up. I think it was here. We bought, sold somewhere. I know it was flat. Here it's flat again. So we'll be patient. We will trust the trend line. All right, let's play. Let's see what happens. Okay, to be honest, I didn't have a stop loss there. I think if my stop loss was here, I would have been stopped out. But we did it. I think it's fine. And what we could do is we'll bring this here, and this is our new. This is our new. To be honest, the safety line was too steep. But we could do something like this. Yeah, and then my stop loss would have been like here to give it some wiggle room. Yeah, I mean we lost. It's fine. For now, it's consolidating. This is no longer irrelevant. This also. I kind of don't like the spot that we're in. I kind of want to fast forward a bit. Yeah, let's fast forward. Oh my. Oh my. If only. See, I think what happened here is I bought, which was good, but price consolidated. I should have kept my stop loss at the SR line because if I had it here, I would have been stopped out anyways. So what could I have done better here? Comment down in the chat. It's like if I followed this one, high risk. Yeah, I mean, there's no way to predict it in my opinion. Let me see if I put it here. Yeah, I would have been stopped out. So this random thing is whatever's. It happens. But man, why did you do that? And there's no reason for me to enter because if I enter it, it's like I'm not following a strategy. Yeesh. Yeah, let's skip ahead a bit. What the hell's price going on? Bro, I would have made so much money. What the hell? Dang, how could I capitalize on that? I don't see how. Like, I mean, if I had this SR line and I gave wiggle room, that's the only reason I could capitalize on this. But even then, I don't really make this much of a big wiggle room. But it's whatever. Dang, we're at a new all-time high right now. I think that should end off part 1 of back testing Nasdaq. But hey, man, from 2,000 to 12,000. All right, that is part 1. I'll see you guys at part 2.